back to my channel, and gents, whoever's watching. It is another makeup review tutorial this week. Now, this company that I'm collaborating with, I actually approached them, and I want to let you know that because I know a lot of companies contact influencers and say, can you say this, can you do this? This actually is a company that I found and I sent them an email. I want to try your products. I love your ethos, and I've got a lot of ladies that would be very interested in knowing all about you and what you do. So, okay, let's just strip it back a little bit. This company is called All Earth Mineral Cosmetics. It looks like I've actually colour coordinated, and I guess I probably have. I bought this in my haul a couple of weeks ago from Quiz, I think, and it's the same colour as their logo, so that's why I'm wearing this. It is a cosmetics brand which was founded by a makeup artist. Not just a money-grabbing corporation. Now, that to me, firstly, is tick, because you've got the passion behind it, you've got that drive and expertise behind it. So that already is a really big green tick. They were born in Cornwall. There's a founder and a co-founder. She is the makeup artist and he specializes in skincare. So together they came and they created this brand, All Earth Cosmetics, Mineral Cosmetics. Now, if you go onto their website, which I'll just pop here or here, they explain to you about the packaging, about the products, where everything is from. The most interesting fact is how they produce their packaging. They've brought out a pot for life. So basically what it's trying to do is stop all the throwaway packaging. Where does it end up? Usually the sea or landfill or whatever. So they've created these pots for life. Now, I'm going to show you the box now because all of the products are in here. So I got the box like this. It comes with all of this natural fluff. I love a bit of natural fluff. And here are the products. Now, from first looking at them, they look metal. They are made from, and this is going to blow your face off. It blew my face off. They are made from reclaimed fishing net inners from the coast. Get your head around that. So taking the lid off, inside it says made in Cornwall from recycled fishing nets salvaged from the sea. Get away, get away. I love it. I love things like this. These are the pots for life. Now what they've sent me is refills, shots, highlighters, foundations. They do the whole range apart from mascara and brow gel, I believe. However, everything else is in here. A lot of these products have multiple uses. And what I mean by that is, for example, you have a cream here. It's a mineral cream tint that can be used on your eyes, your cheeks, or your lips. So you have literally a 3-in-1. So for example, let's take this out there. This is the bronzer. It's in the pot for life and it's a mineral powder. You'll see when I do my makeover in a second. This is the mineral foundation. So you get 6 shades of mineral foundation. It's not a big range. However, as you'll see when you watch the makeover, it's buildable. Build it, mix it. You can pre-mix it with some moisturizing cream or some serum and create a liquid foundation. It's mind-boggling. I love all that. I absolutely love all that. So they've also added a face serum, a 3-in-1 face cream in rose. I love rose. 3 different brushes. This is the bronzer brush, foundation brush. I mean, they're super, super soft. And a little blusher brush. Love these. You know, these are ideal for just popping on your table. They just stand nicely, don't they? Then you've got these shots. Now, the shots are basically small amounts. Not as small as a sample, but not as large as a refill or a full-size product. These are fab if you want to just try out a colour. So I've got the peach blusher, pink blusher as well, so I want to compare those 2 colours and see what they look like. Then in the refill, now this is the size of the refill. The refill is bigger than the shot, as you can see, because basically the refill is, once you've used up all your products in here, you send off for a refill. This is a pot for life. It becomes part of the family. And then you fill it up with the refill. If, for example, you think, oh, do you know what? I'm going into the summer months now, so I'm going to maybe go for a darker shade. Perfect. Right up my street. Right. If you want to know how I achieved this glowy, glowy face, then stay watching because this is a very good one. Righty tighty. Oh my giddy, how exciting. Right, so obviously makeup's off. I've exfoliated, haven't serumed, and I haven't moisturized because this is when I would like to try these two products by All Earth. I'm gonna go in with the serum first, as I normally would do, and then I'm gonna go in with the rose moisturizer. I think you normally just need a couple of drops of this. Sometimes at the beginning you have to wait for them to drop out. 1, 2, 3. 3 drops should be absolutely fine, but I mean, a little goes a long way with serums. So, oh my goodness, what is that? Lavender, vitamin E, pure frankincense, and 100% natural seed oils. It's like walking into a spa. It's that kind of smell. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I love a serum, me. I love a serum. With serums pretty much sink in straight away. So I'm just going to go straight in with the moisturizer. After the moisturizer, however, I always like to leave it to sink for a couple of minutes. Right, this is their 3-in-1 natural face cream in rose. I mean, everything's just going to smell absolutely to die for. You know I love a moisturizer. Actually, it's very cooling. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely lovely. I'm a bit of a sucker for rose. Wow, I think if you've got very dry skin, or you like a very, very moisturizing moisturizer, then that will be right up your street, as it is for me. It feels very kind of buttery, which is bizarre really, because it has natural butters, oils, pseudo collagen and hyaluronic acid to help hydrate and revitalize the skin, and that is exactly how it feels on my face. Right, as this kind of sinks in slowly, I picked up their mineral foundation in, obviously you've already seen the packaging, but I got it in a 03. Like I said, it goes from 1 to 6 in their foundation shades, so hopefully this is going to be the right shade. Right, so you just break the seal. There we have it, and you take off the little lid. You'll see the powder starts to come through. Right, I'm assuming, and I've seen this in their kind of tutorials on their website, which I mentioned earlier, you just tap it in to the lid. You don't need a lot, and obviously you can build it, which is fab. Right, and then I'll be going in with this beautiful, beautiful fresh mineral powder brush. So I'm just going to go in, try and coat all of the ends of the bristles before I start rolling it around, so I don't get too much coverage on one side of the brush as opposed to the other. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of a spin around, tap it slightly, and let's go.
We got everything we need right here.
Instantly it starts to clean up the complexion. That is absolutely incredible how you can just apply kind of fine layers of the powder, and it just slowly covers up all any kind of imperfections, and it feels so soft and so kind of finely milled. I'd say possibly this would be more my shade in the winter. I'm going to go in with another layer, and why not? But I think what I might be, and if I have another look on the website, I may be 1 or 2 shades darker, but that's because I have got fake tan on, and if you're kind of comparing it to the colour of my arms, I mean, that's fake, as this is fake. So we can warm it up with the other powders, which is the blusher and the bronzer. So we're going to keep going with this. So there we have it. That's really, really very, very flawless. I'm sure you can see the same as what I'm seeing. What did I do? 2 layers, maybe potentially 2.5 layers of the powder. It doesn't feel tight like I thought it would feel tight. It actually feels very, very smooth, and it's still got quite a lot of luminosity. So obviously moisturizing your skin before you put the powders on is key. Right, we are going to go in with a little bit of under eye concealer, and then we're going to add a little bit of life to the face because it's probably a little shade too light for me. Right, so here is the brightening concealer in light. What I'm going to do is just go in with a little brush, and I don't think I'm going to need too much of this. like I've always said, just concentrate on the darker areas of the eyes, which is just basically the sockets. A little bit around the nose, always. I always do the chin. And I may even just use it as a little bit of a primer on the eyes. Whoa, that's not bad, is it? I look fresh and glowy, and I haven't even got any contour blusher or bronzer on at the moment. We are going to go in with the mineral bronzer, which obviously is in the same packaging. This is their Pot for Life. Ooh, and by the looks of it, it has some shimmer in it. There we have it. That is the bronzer. That looks very, very nice. I'm going in with their bronzer brush, which is this quite wide bronzer brush. I'm actually going to just tip in the edge here. And I think I'm just going to concentrate where I would normally have the bronzer and then blend it. Wow, that is pigmented. But it certainly warms up and bronzes the face. I'm going a little bit over the eyes as well, because I quite like to bring that colour through from the face into the eye area. Gosh, that bronzer's gorgeous. I'm going to go in with a bit more. Do you know what's very obvious about it? How well it all blends. A little goes a long way with these mineral powders. Initially I was like, oh my god, I put way too much on my face. But as you start to kind of blend it in and blending it in with the foundation powder underneath, it really just kind of works really beautifully with each other, and it's completely warmed up the skin. There's some very kind of fine shimmery particles in the bronzer, which is what's making it look alive on the skin, which is lovely. Blusher. Now, the two blushes that I bought are in their shot packaging, as I showed you earlier. So I've got it in peach and pink. Which one looks more like my dress? I'm going to open them up and just see the difference in colours. That's the peach and that's the pink. And I'm thinking, oh, I don't know, I like them both. And you don't have to just use the blushes for blushes. You can also use their mineral creams, which, and I've got so many colours. I would say that this one is far too dark, so I'm going to leave that for lips and eyes. Let's have a look at this one. That's a lovely one. That's in nude pink, so that could equally be a really lovely blusher, cream blusher. And then I've got salmon pink. As you know, I love a salmon pink. So I tell you what I'm going to do. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to try a little bit of this cream blusher on that side, of the mineral powder in the shot on that side. And let's just have a little look, because it's all about experimenting. I'm going to just scrape a little bit out on the back of my hand. That is in salmon pink in their mineral cream. As I've figured out, a little goes a long way. Gosh, that blends out beautifully. Because we've got lots of fingers, use lots of these fingers. If you put a bit too much on, you think, I've got too much, use the clean finger that hasn't got anything on it just to blend it out a little bit. That's absolutely stunning. It just shows you a little goes a long way. Focus it again on the apple. This cream blusher has highlighting particles. That for me is a win-win. It just looks super natural. I'm going to try that on my lips as well later. Right, so I'm going to try actually the salmon pink on this side, because otherwise I'm going to look very bizarre. Just in the lid, I'm going to tap a little bit of this powder, and I'm not going to go overboard. It just really is a few little particles. Go in with the blusher brush. Oh my goodness. I can say both are lovely. My preference is possibly the mineral cream. Yeah, you can see there's a lot more dew on this side, which is the mineral cream, to the powder, but then saying there's glow anyway, isn't there? Right, okay, I'm gonna go in with an illuminator and highlighter, and at the end of this, I'm literally gonna be glowing like I've just run a marathon. We're gonna go in with the mineral illuminator. So that is what it looks like on the back. Really excited to try this, because as you know, I do love a highlighter. Illuminator, highlighter, I'm assuming pretty much does the same thing. Again, tap it into the lid. I'm gonna go in with the edge of the bronzer blush. Because I'm just going to focus it on the top areas which would be highlighted naturally. So I'm just going to tap it in. I'm just going to dip the whole of it in now and just give it one little blast back over the face. Very, very glowy, very lovely, really impressed with that. I'm not going to bypass the cream highlighter because I want to give it all a fair go. I love the powder highlighter. Let's give the cream highlighter a go. So I'm just rubbing my fingers in. I can do it with this one because it's actually a little bit more full. But let's just see if it can actually give a little bit of... Oh, Hail Mary. Well, that works a treat. I've got some left over on that finger, so I'm just going to do this side. This highlighting cream is equally as lovely as the illuminating mineral powder. I'm actually going to go in and pop a little bit of this highlighting cream under my eyebrows too. There's lots of high points of the face which glow. Also, if you're working around the eyes, probably the cream highlighter is the better medium. A little bit on the top of the lips. So there you go. So I've illuminated a little bit inside the eye. Very impressed so far. Right, before I go on to do my eyes and lips and finish the look off, I'm going to have to do my eyebrows. Now, they don't actually have an eyebrow gel, so what I'm doing today is I'm going to go in with my Primark, my £2.50 Primark brow gel.
Put your body on the kitchen table and move the dishes to the side.
Right, there you go, brows done. Quick, simple, easy. Do you know what? That brow stuff is actually very good. But anyway, it's not about Primark today, it's about All Earth. So now I'm going to go in with, they've actually given me a variety of the lips, cheeks, eyes tints. Brilliant. Right, so I've got it in nude pink, peach pink, the highlighter colour, and salmon pink, which you've already seen. So these 4 products, I'm going to do a little eye look. Just using my normal eye brushes for this. I'm using pretty basic products today. I mean, look at this, it's ridiculous. It's actually just fallen off the end of the brush, which I've left in the bathroom. But either way, so I gave them a little clean earlier. But either way, I'm going to go in with this because this is a nice fluffy kind of crease brush, which is what I'm going to do. Right, with the crease, you always start with the darker colour. You want the darker colour in the crease. Again, I'm not going to go too heavy because I don't know what this is going to do. So, tipping the head back slightly, I'm just going to find the inner crease. And take a little bit of the nude pink and go on the actual lid. Just feels so glowy and moisturising and natural, which is, I guess, is exactly what this company is all about. I'm loving it. I'm really loving it so far. Just really, really easy to blend as well. So pretty foolproof, you know. Then last but not least, I'm just going to go in with this little highlighter. I'm going to go underneath the eye with the darker colour. Because, as you know, I like to pull the colour round. They're just so lovely to work with, so moisturising and dewy. I'm just gonna literally, oh wow. Just gonna see what it looks like just on top of the lid here. Right, they don't do mascara, so that's fine. I'm going in with my new time favourite Hourglass mascara. Honestly, fallen in love with this bad boy. I'll link it down below if you want to know what it is. Again, they are cruelty-free. It's all about the applicator for me. Right, lips. Okay, so this is what I'm planning for lips. Because the whole point of this company is it's just simplifying the product that you use, keeping it natural and keeping it simple. You've got 3 or 4 different pinks. In fact, if you look at the full range, there's quite a lot of different pinks. Right, so what I'm gonna do initially is just take a really, really fine lip brush. I'm gonna go in with the darker one, which I went around under the eye, because therefore then I'm kind of pulling the look together by using this colour. And I'm just going to see if I can actually kind of create a little bit of a line, a little bit of definition around the lips. I've created a lip line. So it's not as difficult as you think. I'm now going into the nude pink and seeing if that looks quite nice on top. That was very, very pleasant experience for me. It was just easy. I really, as I said at the beginning, I wanted to love it as much as I love its brand and its ethos and its beliefs and the packaging and everything else that is just that kind of immediate love. And everything has delivered. As a finished look for all mineral powders and creams, that's very, very natural, kind of pretty look. These products are going to last a long time because a little goes a long way, as you saw. And I think if it's a new medium to you, don't be scared by it. I've been super, super impressed. If you girls have too, and you'd love to grab some of these products, head down to my description box down below, because as you know, I always link everything down there. You need to get a little bit of this in your life because it is gorgeous. That's the end of this week's haul makeup review first impressions. I'm actually away next week, so I won't be uploading a video next week. I have a lot of stuff in the pipeline for when I get back. However much I love doing a video every week, I also love my children, so I'm actually taking them away to the seaside next week with my mum, so I'm really looking forward to that. Again, if you love my video, please give it a massive thumbs up, and if you have not yet subscribed, please do press down on that red button. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you in 2 weeks' time. Take care. Bye.
Your body on the kid.